That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Newton now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. We'll go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. What's that? Let's go. What's that?
Throwing his Wentz. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Wentz to throw again. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Alpha. 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 54 is Mike.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
but drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now Wentz on third down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Field goal. 120. 54. Check right. Sunday. Listen.
From the gun, it's Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
No. Watch his flat. Jumper.
2nd and 1. Out to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You're not ready.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 15 now. Newton, and he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton steps away to his left. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, design run for their wideout. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On first down, Wentz works over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Waiting. Mike 54. Here we go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Mike 54. Watch the screen. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4.
Come on, fellas.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 10, Newton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 39 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Throwing again is Newton. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Wentz now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Check. Hey, kill. Hey, force, don't kill. 54's Mike. Check. 5.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And they take a knee. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go. Let's do this.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton and the pressure gets to him again. The sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. They'll roll him out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Here I come.
Gun.
They will go for it. Now Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 16 yards, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out? Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, Newton. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
20.
Throwing again. Newton escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Bound to lose one.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the rings. What I do? Lace up the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That'll be taken in the end zone. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. He goes 105 yards on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Speaking of McCaffrey, boy, he was used a lot in Week 1, Charles. 128 yards on the ground. He also had 10 catches for 81 more yards.
That's 209 all-purpose yards. I mean, he's unbelievable. He's one of 5 players with 10 or more receptions, 120 more rushing yards in a single game in the Super Bowl era. And this is what we saw last year as well, partner. They used him in a big way. He hardly ever came off the field. I hope they're developing an alternative for him so he can get a few plays off this season. Otherwise, they'll use him up way too quickly.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. DJ Reader there on the tackle. They'll try the air now with Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Texans. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Watson on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Gun. I got you. Switch.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Kill. 8. Here we go.
Here's Newton. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Step 180. 55. 20. Hey, watch the slant.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
On defense, coaches always preach running to the football, getting there as fast as possible. On that play, the offense used their speed against them, ran the reverse, and hit them hard in the other direction.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, he scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson on the move to his left. 11 yards there, first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Watson, off play action. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Cut. Check 58.
A final shot before the break. Newton steps away, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 78 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 65 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now, that big score all started with Cam being forced from the pocket, but when he's outside of the pocket, it doesn't really bother him.
And part of that is the word you use, big, right? He bought extra time by moving outside of the pocket, which means receivers can get downfield farther, and Cam's got more than enough arm to find him, and we end up with a big play.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Flushed out right. Finding Fouts complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. For the gun, a run for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there from McCaffrey. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Newton. Dancing to his left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. from 19 yards away as they have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Where's that? Hey, tighten down. There you go.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10 on the ground. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 17, Watson being chased out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 5-yard touchdown as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And a Panther first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Newton forced out to his left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 16-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.